How do you change the world when you're lazy and everything is coming down on you? Feels like everything's out to stop you, to hurt you, uh, to keep you laying in bed, to stop you from working out, to give you an excuse not to go to work or to start on a project or whatever it is. How do you get past that? That has been about my biggest struggle for probably the past 8 or 10 years. What I've come to realize through just general life experience is that if you want to stop the laziness from coming at you, and this is not some cliche motivational speech of, oh, just do it, oh, just do it, get up and do it. Well, what if you want to and you still can't? What if the pressure is that significant on you every morning, every day, every night, and you just can't get yourself to do it through everything you try, and it seems like you have to give up, and there's no other way out but to ignore the problem and just put your head back down and go back to sleep. Well, eventually you can't sleep much longer. Eventually you have to get up, so you might as well do it earlier. You might as well do it sooner rather than later. The way I've found out how to do it, which I'm even still struggling with now, but am 1,000 times better at than I was a year ago, 5 years ago, is you have to not think twice. What does that mean? Don't think twice. Shouldn't you think logically to solve something? If you got an issue, think it through, figure it out. No. No, you don't think twice think about it, when you wake up in the morning, let's say you wake up at 4, 5, 6 in the morning, what do you say? What does your brain tell you more like? It says, oh, I can go back to sleep. Usually the first thing you think before even that thought, which people don't realize because it's so subconscious, is maybe I should get up, maybe I should start my day now. Maybe I should do something productive. I don't know if I can even go back to sleep. And then the more powerful thought that we actually remember when we do get up for real later that day is, oh, I get to go back to sleep. Yay. That's so nice. That's such a good feeling. Yay. Well, why would you not take it if it's a good feeling, right? That's just general logic. That's just basic psychology. That's how us idiotic humans think. But really, we think different than that first. It's just a weaker thought, so we don't very consciously recognize it. The first thing I personally think is, on a subconscious level, I guess I should just get up. It's 4:30 in the morning. It won't be light out for a few more hours. I'm used to waking up at this time. Anyways, I might as well do it now. What's the difference? And then what seems like seconds later, I'm waking up 6 hours later. I'm like, oh shit. But then I just remember thinking, maybe I should go back to bed. So, if you want to stop yourself from indulging, whether it's going back to bed or smoking that cigarette or lighting that bowl, or anything. Anything at all. Don't think twice. Think about the more subconscious aspects of your mind. Be aware, be conscious, or else your abuser will take over, which disguises itself as the good guy. A lot of times I use the term the real me, the real you takes over and says, oh, this is how I enjoy life. You know, I'm just gonna get high. I'm just gonna light this cigarette anyways. It's no big deal. It's how I enjoy myself. I might as well just do it. But what you need to check is, was there a smaller thought before that? Because I can almost guarantee you that there is every single time that you think about lighting that cigarette or going back to bed or whatever. The more productive, the more positive thoughts of people, especially depressed people, are much, much weaker and harder to notice. They're a lot more subconscious. And so we overlook them. They don't hit hard. They're not as concrete. If anything, that's a sign to look out for, to say, actually, that's what I should do. That's what I should go for. The thing that doesn't strike me as much, because it's the route less explored. Which means you're going to grow as a person more that way. So all you have to do is get started. But the only way to recognize that is to be more conscious. To be aware. So when you do have these thoughts, when you think, screw it, I'll light that cigarette, it's no big deal. People live old. People live to be 90, 100 years old smoking cigarettes. Who cares, right? Just remember, is there a thought before that? And was it weaker?